गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the contemplation on the revision 7th chapter. We have reached the fourth thing, that is Jnana Bhumika. Yesterday we have seen the steps of ignorance, that is Adhnyan Bhumika, degree of spiritual ignorance. Today we will see the steps of knowledge. So this goes with the shloka number 60, chapter number 723. Now Vasishtha Rishi is telling Rama, you hear now the declaration as to the steps of knowledge. 61 shloka number. Why do I stand as if perplexed? I shall reflect with the scriptures and virtuous people. The wise that arises thus, preceded by the absence of worldly desires, is called as the auspicious or virtuous wish by the wise. So worldly desire should not be there, or it should be less. Live satsang will keep us contemplative. Maybe morning, evening one should do that. This is blazing ourselves, otherwise nobody can help us. Decided by association with the scriptures and virtuous people, the practice of dispassion, vivek, शास्त्र सज्जन संपर्क वैराग्य अभ्यास पूर्वकम सदाचार प्रवृत्ति प्रोच्यते सा विचारणा. Inclination towards the virtuous conduct is called as reflection. Mananam. So whatever we have learned, we have to do mananam. Non-attachment to the object of sense by means of reflection and virtuous wise, which thinness arises here out of thought resolution is called as state of thin mind. Tanu manasaha. So that is Shubha Vichar. By the practice of all three steps and the power of cessation of desire, the mind becomes pure and abiding in the true self is declared entering into the being. So one by one, these steps are told. First is Shubhecha, second is Vicharna, third is Tanumanasa, fourth is Sattvapatti. Now fifth we'll see. Fifth is Sansakti, where the spectacle of pure being has shot by the practice of the above four stages as a result of non-attachment. It is called as non-union. From the practice of above five steps, the sixth step comes, that is Padartha Bhavana, the absence of thought of inner and outer object due to the state of being delighted in one's own self thoroughly. Perception arising out of the efforts directed towards the Supreme Spirit for a long time, called non-ideation of objects, which is the sixth stage. So we are seeing one by one, the stages we are adding. The traditional interpretation of the first half of the verse is waking up to the world only by the efforts employed by others for a long time. By the long practice of the steps and by the non-cognition of the division or difference, the state of fixity in one's being which arises should be known as condition of going into or staying into the fourth state, that is the consciousness. Rama, those blessed ones who has gone to the seventh state of Umayya knowledge, they, the great ones who delight in the self, have indeed arrived at the supreme state. So what is the summary of that? Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, you are divine. So divinity should be the purpose. So lead a simple and disciplined life, but always focus should be on the consciousness. So the mind minus the thought is equal to consciousness. So, in those who are liberated while living, only this fourth state exists. So, Jivan Mukta people or Videhi Mukta people, only consciousness remains. After this is the state beyond the fourth, which is the scope of liberation without the body. That is Videha Mukta. These seven stages of knowledge are accessible to only the intellect one. The intellect people only can access this seven stages. So, what are the seven stages? First stage is Shubhecha. We should have a desire that we should read scriptures, we should be in a virtuous people, tranquility, contentment, then company of holy people and inquiry. These four gateways we should be having mind. So that Shastra Sajjana we will be there. Second thing is Vicharana. Continuously reflect on that. Reflection or investigation should be continuously called. So first is Shubhecha, second is Vicharana. Third is Tanumanasa. So reduce the state of thin mind you have to do that. Tanumanasa. If you do this, then what will come as Sattvapatti, entering into the being. So always our mind will be in the being and will not be come out of that. This is the fourth stage. And fifth is San Sakti, that is non-attachment. We will not be remain in this world but nothing to lose and nothing to gain. That is the fifth stage. Then sixth is Pradartha Bhavana. We have to check. After the fifth is non-ideation of objects. So this world is a long, long, long dream. After that, we will enter the Turiya state, going into the state of fourth stage, that is consciousness. These are the seven stages. So these seven stages are only accessible by the wise man and not otherwise. So study scriptures every day, attend satsang or afternoon meetings every day. World is made up of complementary opposites. It will come and go and you can't stop it. So spiritual practice is mind your mind. You have to mind your mind. You will learn more of the things in spiritual life. So mana apaman prashantasya. Vairagya puram ichchati. No more attraction towards worldly things and beings. How many days you can see towards the beautiful gardens, rivers, etc. Mind cannot remain entertained in this world for long in anything. This is the reason we go to the sleep. Mind is tired of things and beings, situations and achievements and failure. One day, by God's grace, we start reflecting on the scriptures. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna Ayam Bodha Vidite Viveka Vairagya Shata Sampatti Mukshitva. Very few, not enough people will understand that, and that people are called as Dhimata. Others will be frustrated, and nothing in this world can give them the fulfillment in the life. If you are ready to learn, even the fool can be our guru. So don't talk about problems to anybody in this world. Keep yourself occupied. Learn, learn, and learn. Expression of Paramatma is always be happy. All the time committed to the truth without any disturbance. By proper inquiry, mind is remaining more and more in emptiness. Desire born after dispassion is no more desire. Dispassion is a grace of God, provided we support Him. But what happens is one is firmly living as body, Jiva, that nothing can change him, and he remains attached and carries out his own notions. Then this person starts leading a life with imagination, that is the Manorajyam. Such people are called as daydreamer. Their lives are either sorrowful or joyful depending on the situation of the world. What we have to see is the mind your mind, and everything can be compromised, but the peace of mind should not be compromised. With this, the last topic, that is Avidya Mahatmam, will be seen tomorrow with these prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sri Ramchandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the Holy Scriptures.